Hero Comics here. Next episode of Hero Comics: Transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube, TV, and art. There are response comments. I made against these TV lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning: if you don't like what I say, go ahead, click off the video, and go watch something else. Do not lie and say there's hate speech in my videos. If there is no hate speech in my videos, it's speech hate. That's the story. So it's good to get vaccinated. Pick up some spread germs. I vaccinated for flu a while ago, and definitely I know it's gonna help me feel, get over flu. I guess that. I may have got it, I don't know. Well, or it may just be weird allergies, or because things got blown in my eyes a little while ago. It's all the wind out lately. Either way, it'll help out with a lot of stuff. So that's good. Let's see what's next. Can you get people keep these wrong? These conversations and me trying to trade them out versus me biology. I think we take off about that. After some not safe for work fan art. Basically, with the internet down, it's not safe for work as much, but it is still interesting. You're pregnant loose from Owl House. We have Wolfie Chew in a bikini top there, and a dress for the bottom. And here's the issue. This is AI, I believe, an AI picture. So basically, it somehow decided to have Wolfie Chew twice. So that's actually a mistake, but still, it's nice to see two of her. She's cute. So yeah, let's continue on here. Let's continue on here. Hate mail, Twitter hate mail. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Maybe a little overlap. Let's go. So it says, this makes me so angry and sad. I live in Wisconsin. It's appalling to me that a woman, girl in this country has fewer rights than a gun, according to Liza Stoll. The Supreme Court said they put the decision back to the states. They could decide. I didn't get a vote. A law from the 1840s went back into effect, took away the right to an abortion. It was never a right. Our Republican controlled state legislature will not let any question concerning the right to have an abortion appear on state legislation election ballot. So no one can vote to give women or girls the right to have an abortion back. I said abortion was never a right. You were fooled by marketing. Will it work this way? Click on it. Yeah. Absolute Batman costume comments. I say this guy was amazing. And so it's meet the absolute Batman. Meanwhile, the absolute Chad man. So it's approximately 2% of my body weight is fat. Allow me to show you what 350 pounds of muscle can do. Absolute Batman, probably. You're not Batman. You're a bat brick. Says someone else. The Batman who lifts. Bat emoji. I guess. So it says, for more Batman content, make sure to like and subscribe. So it says, if your version of Batman wouldn't go for when acquired a child, then you haven't written Batman. I say, yes, take notes, sweet baby. So it says, he later named his rescue dog Ace. That's why he struck Batman. He not only had compassion for Ace, but he also understood what it was like to have his own childhood cut short. To quote one of the other episodes, I haven't been a kid since I was 8 years old. And says Batman. Bruce Wayne. So you got ADHD hate mail part 1. I say, Marge, you have to stop trying to cure Bart's ADHD. ADHD is normal. You didn't force him to you don't force him to fit education. You adapt your education to fit him. I got 3 likes for that. Angry face emoji. So it's ADHD is recognized condition with associated treatment. What she shouldn't do is for ADHD. So you shouldn't do is try to treat ADHD in her own uneducated ways, as someone else. I say, right, but they are messed up snake oil salesmen and women who say their medicine can cure it, and that is wrong. Angry ghost emoji. That is true. I've seen some bullcrap. It's terrible. Adobe fail comments. Oh man, yes, the Adobe thing. Oh my gosh, that was effed up. Now, for those who don't know, Adobe, what happened with Adobe is like with a lot of other companies that got too big for their own good. They decided to go from a product model to a service model. Okay, it was a huge mistake. Because they went from a product model, which means you buy a product and you get it, and you can use it whenever you want, and it's great. You said it's a service model, so they basically was like, yeah, you want this service of ours that was a product. You have to pay a monthly fee, so we get more money, and we can do whatever we want with it. So they started changing it and messing it up, and it's not even just like, oh yeah, this is one little tiny little rinky-dink little program that's like, yeah, only a few dozen people are angry because, dang it, they changed the shape of the pencil. or whatever. See with the digital pencils and point or whatever. No, 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 no. This is you can't use the stuff you worked on for years anymore. Because they decided we were going away from animate to something else. Here's what I say. So let me get offline art programs. My program of choice, pencil and paper. Yeah, and a scanner. Yeah. And so Adobe is legit one of the worst anti-consumer companies out there. They don't even attempt to do better than someone else. And so as companies getting greedy and backfiring in that process, it's always good to see. And so it says, yes, Adobe. Adobe is doing this, and Steam gets sued for being monopoly. Seems about right. Yeah, that's horrible. Considering, what was it? All right, here it comes here. Uh, there's I actually clicked on the wrong program. Basically, clicked on the wrong program, and because I clicked on basically Bandicam. Apparently, when you activate Bandicam or the Windows security thing, it'll deactivate this thing. So yeah, maybe I can stitch these two parts together or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because yeah, I'm gonna go 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, and then basically put them together in the video editor. Yeah, I can try that out. Let's continue on here. Adobe was Adobe. A cat hanging out. Topanga hanging out. Adobe. Considering all, someone says, yes, Adobe's doing this, and Steam gets sued for being a monopoly. Seems about right, to someone else. And then someone says, considering all of Adobe's horrible decisions in recent years, you should know what they are in for if they keep using Adobe products at this point. Especially Adobe's attempt to add all your data belong to us. All your data belong to us. A little while back. That's how they can do that with a service. So it's like, your program involves our service, our product. And it's on our system. So, doesn't that kind of make it our stuff? Doesn't that do it? Legitimate cartoon on Cartoon Network, or Nickelodeon, or Disney Channel. Does that stuff make it ours? Do we have to pay money to get it? It's like that. That's so bad. Because this was professionals were using this stuff. People who made shows for different networks. Some of the more modern shows, modern cartoon shows for different networks, are having issues because Adobe Animate decided mess with Adobe Animate or something like that. Yeah, so bad. Next. Someone says you were treated worse as a paying customer of Adobe than getting it via other means. So bad. Okay, that's my driver's license. Out of here. Okay. This is a resume of mine. Oh, crap, I gotta update this resume. That's a while ago. I don't live there anymore. That's not my phone number either. Oh, no. Yeah, that is a good one. Well, pretty much. Yeah. Oh, I gotta work on this thing. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Lizard, North Randall. Yeah. McDonald's. Newton Falls. What a cute little town that was. Big enough for mysteries. Lots of mysteries. Yeah, very nice to the point. Now you can add dishwashing again to the. Yep, I gotta work on that. I'll see that later. Oh crap! Continue. That is not the right thing. They will not stop this. Yeah, crap. My stomach. Get out of here. I don't want it. It did not stop it. Okay, good. Continue on. Give me the rest of that. Click on this. All games suck now. Video comments. What? I say it's sad to see so many AAA companies are about to lectures and who can make the ugliest women nowadays. All that control they have over AAA games leads to lost cash and layoffs. Angry face emoji. And someone else said, so everyone reading this, you have a gaming backlog. Don't buy any new games. Play the ones in your library that you haven't played yet. All right, thumbs up. So was a heck in the 90s. In the 90s, companies like Square were releasing multiple games per year that would go on to become classics. Nowadays, we're lucky if we get one or two games per year out of the entire industry. That's good. The issue isn't just politics, budget, war, price. These are symptoms of a much deeper bloat and rot in the AAA game industry. That's true. Thumbs up. Someone said, quote, somebody else says, why do people care so much about budgets? Because for the amount of money it costs to make Concord, we could have had a new Spyro, Jack and Daxter, and Sly Cooper game. Even a Bioshock or Infamous. Thumbs up. Games want to be movies. I just want games. Someone else. Thumbs up. The future of gaming is the past, as in the industry disappears of its own behind. Old gamers games are still there, ready to be played, and you don't even have to need cutting edge hardware to do it. It's true. Thumbs up. See you guys next time. Check me out on YouTube at DZ Art.